Hey, good evening to one and all. So, welcome back to the session. So, we can we start the session, or do we need to wait for some other participants? It's already 15 minutes. Okay, guys. So we will start it. Okay, let the people join. Okay. So I hope my voice is audible to everyone. And guys, everyone is clear with the yesterday's session, right? We discussed about Spark Submit. Okay, so how the data comes into the real-time environment. Okay, all those things you people are clear with that. So I hope it will be clear. Okay, so today we will see the data frames. Okay, the hands-on session on data frames and some topics I have missed, guys. So like what is an accumulator, broadcast. So those two things also I will be explaining you. Okay, then we will start our there are some other topics like a profiler, mlibs. Okay, those things we will be seeing in the future classes. Okay, so the main things we almost covered. Okay, so once we cover the data frames, right, that will conclude the most of our curriculum. Okay, so that's what just a moment, I will just go to the slide. This and all we did, right? Okay. So data frames, guys. So we will start the data frames. Okay. So why we are going for data frames? Okay. The main reason we are going for data frames because of the less code. Okay. It is very easy to understand the code, and it is very easy to write the code. Okay. So and I already told you, right? The Spark SQL is having the most important component. Okay. So the Spark SQL is having the most important component in the form of a Spark Catalyst Optimizer. Okay, so what the Spark Catalyst Optimizer will do, it will take the data, it will read the data, it will entirely go through the entire code, and it will check what are all the things it need to optimize. Everything will be done by the optimizer itself. Okay, and other one more thing is in Spark SQL. Okay, so we have something called as tungsten memory management that also plays the major role in processing the data bit faster. Okay, so there are some advantages of Spark SQL, and we have seen yesterday what is meant by structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. Okay, and Spark SQL will process the structured as well as the semi-structured data. Understood, everyone? Clear, right, till this? Okay, so I will show you how we can create the data frames. Okay, in the real-time environment. Okay, just a moment, just we will create the data frames. Okay, okay, just we will go for the particular notebook. Okay, so okay, so just we will see here how we will be creating the data frames. Okay, just a moment, it is attaching to the cluster. This will create a new notebook. Let's create a new notebook. Okay, just a moment, now I have created a new notebook, so I'm going to show you how we will be doing the. Okay, just a moment. Just we can copy because already it is having a different notebook. Okay, so first, guys, so for creating the data frames, what which library is needed for us to create a data frame? I told you many times. Okay, what is the library which is needed to create a data frames? For creating the RDDs, what is the library we will be using? Yes, see, right. So for creating the data frames, yeah, it is Spark session. Okay, so for creating the data frames, we need Spark session to initialize it and to create it. Okay, so for that, just we will do like this. Okay, first we need to import Spark. We can either import Spark contest and even Spark session, both things you can import it. Okay, so this was the syntax for it. Okay, then just you need to, okay, this is the way. So this is what first thing you need to do, guys. So you are importing the library. Okay, so after that, okay, so what else you need to do from here now? Just you need to import another PySpark library, and you need to initialize it. Okay, so just from this you need to do import, okay, PySpark as PS. Okay, so Spark equal to, now I told you, right, we need to initialize the Spark session. Okay, so dot, we need to initialize the Spark session. Okay, dot builder dot master. You can use this master, or it's not a mandatory, guys. You can use it or you can ignore it. Okay, this first, this is nothing but we are initializing the Spark session object, and we are going to use that object in our entire code. Okay, okay, so df, and then we are going to create get or create. So what is get or create? It will read it, it will read the data frame, or it will write the data frame. Any operation can be done by using this particular Spark session. Okay, so just see it. Okay, just a moment. builder, sorry. Okay, what is the mistake? Same thing. I think multiple things might be running. Okay, I think we must not keep it in the same thing. Just we'll see. So remove it and just we'll try to execute this. Okay, this was done. Okay, now first what we are going to do, first we will see whether an RDD is getting created, and we will create an RDD from the data source, okay, in the sense from storage. So what is meant by the storage, guys? We will be placing the files in the Databricks file system. So from the Databricks file system, we are going to create an RDD. So for order to create an RDD for that, we will be using usc.context. Okay, this is the way. So just I have usc.data. Okay, just create this. Just check whether it is running or not. Yes, it is running. Okay, so the RDD is created. In order to check whether RDD is created or not, what is the method? What is the action we need to give? What is the action we need to give in order to check the contents of an RDD? Yes, it's collect. Okay, so just give collect. See whether your code is working fine or not. You can see the data is coming into our RDDs, but the data came into the RDD, but it is in the it don't have any format. It is not in the form of tables, or it is not in the form of columns. Okay, so the data is coming like a and it's just a text file format. Okay, we are getting the data in text file format. Okay, so now just give data dot first. What is this first? In the sense, if you want to see the first line in the particular RDD, you need to give this first. Okay, so this is nothing but our first line in the particular RDD. And what is this one? Anyone can tell me what is this? Okay, it's a kind of schema, right? Column names, all those things. Yes, it's a schema. Okay, the column names, all these things. Okay, so guys, in actually they in you will have a difference in data which is coming, which you are going to process in Spark with Scala and Spark with Python. So I will tell you. Okay, so just some difference is there, guys. Okay, because you people are going to crack the interviews, right? So just I will tell you. So let's see. Okay, so in Spark with Scala, okay, just a moment, I will. In Spark with Scala, okay, you may get two types of files. Okay, first file, this contains schema as schema details as well as data. Okay, and second thing, you will only get data, means schema details you won't be getting. Okay, in real time, how it will come now? You may get the file in two formats if you are working in Spark with Scala. Okay, so what is that? First thing is nothing but schema details. Okay, so you will get a file, and the file looks like this. Okay, the file looks like this. Okay, so you can see the file looking like this. You have the column names as well as you have the data. Okay, so nothing but you have the schema details as well as you have the data. Okay, particular data. Okay, this is the first file which you will get. Okay, okay. Guys, I was bit busy with some of my okay, say office work. That's the reason I'm unable to send all the required data. So since I will be having a free tomorrow and after tomorrow, I will collect all the data and I will be sending to the academy people. So they will be updating in LMS. Okay, I will send all this data. Okay, all the files which I'm having, everything I will be sending to you. Okay. So because some works are going on in my current, so I was a bit busy with that. So anyway, I will be sending by the end of the day or today, tomorrow, early morning, I will be sending all the required files. so that it will be updated in the LMS and you can make use of that files. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So this is what first kind of data you may get the schema as well as you may get the data. Okay. This is the first file. If you get it, okay. Yeah, that's what I told you, right, sir, Chandrasekhar sir. So see, if we will have only the names of the columns, okay? So names of the columns. So I already told you this is a CSV file, right? So we have something called as data source API, okay? We have something called as data source API. That's what I will tell you, okay? See, first what will happen if you get a data? First, just take the first scenario. You have got the schema details, okay? You have got the schema details as well as data. Okay, so the thing is like if you get this schema details, in the sense you will get only the names of the columns. Okay, you will get the names of the columns. Names of the columns, you will get the names of the columns. And but the thing is, I already told you, in this case if you have schema as well as the schema details, means name of the columns and data, you can directly make use of data source API. Data source API. Okay. So what this data source API will do, I already told you, it is a CSV file, and this data source API is already having a library which will defaultly detect the schema. It will take the first column and it will come to know, okay, these are all the names of the columns, and based on the, you can see here, first thing, what is the first thing? First name, right? So first it will take the first name and it will see the value. Okay, so first name belongs to string, so it will infer the schema based on the values. Okay, so just go to the second thing, last name. Okay, and the value is but, so the thing is this is also string. Okay, so company, it is also string. If you take this zip, then it will consider, okay, zip, the value is 70116, so this may be an integer, so it will infer this particular thing as integer. Okay, that's what data source API will do if you give schema as well as the data. Okay, so data source API only work if you give the column names as well as the data. Okay, understood everyone? Okay, here you can directly use simple things, spark dot read dot csv, that's it. Directly you can give the file name and immediately this will be converted into the data frame. Okay, this is straightforward, guys. Okay, this is straightforward. But when you will face the difficulty, sometimes you will be getting the files like this. You will only get data. Okay, you won't get schema. Okay, you will get only data, you won't get schema details, in the sense you won't get the names of the columns. Names of the columns. Okay, understood everyone? You won't get the names of the columns. This is where you will face the difficulties in the real times. Okay, so how it looks like? Simple. Delete this. Delete this line. You will get the data like this. Understood? You don't have the names of the columns. You will get the data like this. This also in most scenarios we will get. Now, if you don't have schema details or name of the columns, then how you will convert it into the data frame? Okay, this kind of situation you will face in Spark with Scala. Okay, because why I'm telling now, 50 to 60% of the companies use this Spark with Scala. Okay, so that's what, just I'm just explaining you the procedure. Okay, so you may get the files, data in the form of two formats. First thing, you may get the schema details like column names as well as the data. So second, you will get only data, you won't get the schema. If you get the schema details as well as the data, it's a straightforward one. Using data source API, you can directly convert it into your data frame. But when you get a data, if you don't have a schema details, then what you will do? Then you need to impose the schema. You need to impose the schema onto this data set. Okay, so you need to impose the schema on this particular data. So how we can do? Converting how to convert an RDD into the, so in this particular situation you need to follow some steps. First thing, since this CSV file don't have any schema, so first what you need to, you need to convert this file into an RDD. Okay, then after converting file into an RDD, you need to convert it into the data frame. So there are two methods for converting the file into the RDD. First method is called case class, second method is called struct. Okay, understood? So the thing is, if you get second kind of data. Means you will get only schema, or so you will get only data, you won't get schema. In that case, how to convert your entire data into the data frame, because you don't have the column names, right? How to do that? In that particular situation, you need to impose the schema onto this particular CSV file. Okay, how you will do that? So first thing, you need to convert that CSV file into an RDD, then you need to convert it into the data frame. Okay, so this is the step. So how to convert an RDD into the data frame? We have two types. One is class class. Using class class, we need to impose the schema. Okay, then you need to use 2df method. Okay, 2df method. Okay, and struct type also same thing. Okay, you can directly use a method called struct to convert an RDD into the data frame. Okay, so this, when you will use the case class, if you have the size of the column, if you have less than 23 columns, you can go for case class. If your data set is having more than 23 columns, then you need to go for structure type. Okay, understood everyone? This will happen only in Spark with Scala. Okay, mostly in Spark with Scala, but in PySpark, right, definitely you will be getting the, you will be having the data as well as schema. Okay, you will be having the data as well as the schema. Okay, mostly in PySpark, which I worked, right, we will get the data as well as the schema. Okay, so these are all the different ways, guys. It's not that much easy. Straight away we cannot convert. Okay, so but in some situations you will get only data, you won't be getting the schema details or column names. In that situation, you need to go for these two methods in Spark with Scala. But if you are working with PySpark, then you will get data as well as schema. It's a straightforward one, which I'm going to show you now. Okay, understood everyone? Because why I told you this, it's been the most important part. Okay, if you are working in Spark, you will work with only data frames. That's why, in order to have a broader knowledge, I have explained you this. Okay, so mostly companies will ask this kind of questions: how to convert a RDD into the data frame is the mostly asked question in the interviews. Okay, it's very easy. Okay, got it right. So we'll see, because I will explain you this, and after this I will just show a simple example how to convert a case class to, how to convert a file to data frame using case class. I will show you. Okay, it's a simple thing. So this is what about, guys, about the data frame. So you will be now, but in PySpark you will be getting the data as well as the schema. Okay, understood everyone? Clear till this? Okay, so this is how we are converted into the RTD. Okay, so just a moment. Okay, just it is attached. Okay, so now just go to the okay, so we have the schema. Okay, we have the schema. Okay, just see. Okay, we have the schema here. Okay, and we have the, okay, so if it then the thing is here, just try to initialize the Spark session and try to, just a moment. Okay, and cell below. Okay, so just give import. So builder is must and should. Okay, for beginner and master, I told you it's not that much important. Let's see whether this will work. Okay. And just give app name, just give some name. Okay, it's not that much, just give first get or create. Okay, this will read the data or write the data. Okay, okay, you can see this is created. Okay, my Spark session is created. If you want to see the type of the Spark, now see type of Spark. Okay, you can see the type of, you can see here, guys, what is the type of the Spark here. Type of the Spark object is SQL session, in the sense Spark session. So if you want to create a data frame, must and should, you need to create the Spark session. Okay, then only it will happen. Okay, so without creating Spark session, nothing will happen in the data frame. Okay, because it takes the help of functionalities. Okay, so clear, right, everyone, till this? Okay, I initialized the Spark session. This is the what you say, the syntax for initializing the Spark session. Okay, now see. Okay, just I will create the, okay, just take df1 is my data frame. Okay, and I have a CSV file. Okay, in the particular okay, so just go here. Okay, data. Okay, add data, dbfs. Okay, you can go to this. This is the file store. Okay, so you can see here. You can see here, guys. Let us take us.csv. Okay, my us.csv is there in this location. Okay, so just I'm copying this location. Just go here, data frames.jnt. Okay, so now what is the I have a csv file. In the csv file I have two. One is the schema as well as the data. Then I can directly utilize the data source api functionalities, right? Okay, so just go and use data source api functionalities, spark.read. Okay, so csv. Okay, so and just give dbefs. Okay, guys, after this end of the session I will be sending you an assignment. Okay, try it from your end. Okay, and get the you try to complete that assignment. Okay, so that you can able to understand how the flow is there. Okay, it's not like listening and just okay, if you do that, if you can't get it anything. Okay, so try to do that and try to get the answers for that. Okay, I will be sending the assignment by the end of the day. Okay? So spark.read.csv. Okay, and I am giving the path of this particular name. And as you know, we have a header. Okay, so what is a header? Header is nothing but header is equal to true means. So the first value, first particular line will be coming into our data frame. Okay, and then infer schema. Okay, infer schema. Okay, so infer schema. Okay, so this is the way. So what will happen? It will infer the schema directly from the data frame, from the csv file. Okay, so you can see here df1. What is the type of df1, guys? You can see here df1 is created. Okay, data frame. So it's not an rtd, right? So df1 is created. Now the data frame is created. If you want to show that, if you want to see the data frame, then you can directly just, if you want to see the schema of this, just give print schema. Okay, print schema. Okay, so you can see, here first name string, last name also nullable equal to true means this particular column will allow the null values. Okay, null values in the sense blank values, guys. If you don't have any value in that particular column, that will be called as a null value. Okay, so and this is print schema. So just now just try it. Okay, just see whether the data frame is created or not. In order to see that, what is the command you need to use? Action. Okay, df1 dot show is the action. Okay, so for seeing an RDD, you need to give dot collect is the action. For getting show, okay, for in order to see the contents of a particular data frame, show is the action you need to give. Okay, null values can be allowed, Raj. Okay, null values can be allowed into that particular column. Okay, there are some particular data frames where we can stop the null values into the particular columns. Okay, so this is what about a diagram. Just see whether your data got printed or not. Okay, just to see. You can see here. Just to see. Just we will comment this so that you can see the data. Clear, everyone? You can see the data frame got created. Everyone understood, right? So we have data like this, and we have got the data into the data frame. Now the table is ready. So once the table is ready, by using the SQL, you can able to process your data. Okay, understood? This is the real time we will be doing it. So how we need to do the processing using real time? This is what we will need to do. We have taken a CSV file, okay, and we have created it. So even you can take a 10 GB file and you can create a data frame, and it will happen in very less period of time. Okay, it will take very less time, and it will create the data frame. Okay, if you want to see the columns, length of the columns, okay, just use this functionality. Okay, so just give length. Okay, df1 dot, just give columns. Sorry. Okay, just a minute, guys. We will comment this. You can see here 13 columns. Okay, understood, everyone? These are all the number of columns, okay, which we are able to see it. Okay. Understood, right? How to see the length of the columns, how many columns are there, we can able to see this length by using len. Okay, so this is how you need to get a lot of we can, and then we can do whatever functionalities we want. Okay, if you want to see the number of count of this particular how many records are there in this rdd, just give df1 dot count. Okay, this is also a functionality which we will use. Okay, just see, just a moment guys. Okay, you can see here how many records are there in this particular data frame. It's 500 records. Okay, clear everyone? So this is also how, in order to see how many number of rows are there in the particular thing, you can go for this. Okay, so these are this is how to create a data frame. Okay, now if I want to see the first column, okay, just give like this. Okay, df1 dot first, only first column. You can see. You can see here row, it is coming like a row, nothing but it is giving the values in the form of row format. Okay, so you can see first name James. Okay, so that is in the sense what is the first column and what is the first value. Okay, so James last name is this, and this is all the records which will be coming for first. Okay, so just give here, it won't work. Let's say, okay, we can't run this. Okay, it won't take the position. I think show will take the position. Okay, so and one more thing guys, just to see it, df1 dot show. Okay, so df1 dot show, if you give this, what will happen means, see, only 20 columns can be retrieved. Okay, you can see only 20 columns can be retrieved. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20. Okay, so you can see here, so only the 20 columns can be retrieved by using df1 dot show. That is default, but if you want to get, okay, only 10 columns, just give 10 columns. Okay, only 10 columns will be retrieved. If you want to see 100 columns, you can give 100. Okay, so that's how you cannot able to see the entire data. Okay, you cannot able to see the entire data. Clear everyone? Suppose if you have millions of records, then exactly you need to see what kind of data. That's the reason, while suppose if you want to see particular kind of data, then you need to filter out. Okay, so see how we can do that. Okay, so now suppose I want to see only two columns. Okay, I want to see only two columns. Then how to see that? You need to give select. Okay, just select brackets and you can give the column names. Okay, I want to see first name. Okay, and then I want to see city. Okay, and I want to see the age. Okay, I want to see age is there. Oh yeah, age is there. Okay, age is there. Okay, just no need of giving age. 1 minute, I will just give you one more thing. Zip. Okay, pin code. Okay, and I want to see the values for the records with age greater than 20. Okay, for age greater than 20, you can see here age column. Okay, in this age column is there, right? So you have different ages, so I want to see only the first name and city and the pin code of the records with age greater than 20. Only that columns only I want to see. This is called filtering the records. Okay, just to see, you can see. Oh sorry, this one I need to comment it out. Okay, just comment it, just comment it. Okay, so that what will happen, everything will get executed. Now see, you can see here. Okay, just give here age. Okay, so that you will come to know. You can see here, you are getting the data for the age greater than 20. Only those records are getting retrieved. Okay, only those records are getting retrieved. You want to see? Okay, you can see how many number of records are there with age greater than 20. Only 226 records are there. Okay, understood everyone? Just to give 1 Okay, so now you can see R, just give R. You can see here now what I am doing. Suppose the thing is like they will tell you, see, I want to see only the read only 100 rows from CSV file. Okay. We can read, yeah, 100 rows exactly. If you want to read entire 1000 rows, gives df dot show in the bracket. You need to give 1000. Okay, understood? Okay, so this is how. So the thing is like, suppose you have filtered the data, and if you want to see the count of the particular records, then if you want to store that records in a particular variable, then this is the way you need to do it. What I did, I have taken the count and I have kept that count in an R value. Okay, and that's how we can able to show. Okay, how we need to do that. Clear, everyone? Raj, I didn't understand to read into data frame. What is that? Reading in the sense, you mean like the entire data. The data will be entirely converted into the data frame. But if you give df dot show only 20 rows only, it will show. Okay. If you want to see the entire data, just give df dot show, and in the brackets you need to give the how many records you want to give. You want to see that kind of that many records, you can able to see it. Okay. Okay, so this is how you need to see. You need to select a particular data. You need to select the particular data, and in order to count it, in order to, you can do all the filtrations here. Everyone understood how we can select only the particular columns based on the age, all those things. Okay, clear. And if you want to see the records with a distinct, okay, just a moment. So this is how. Okay. Now if just see df1 dot. Okay, just some. I hope everyone is understood. Raj, you are clear, right? I hope if you have any, just ping me out in the chat. Okay. Just a moment, guys. Just a moment. Okay. So this is how you need to do that. Okay. I hope that is clear. Okay. So now, if you want to see only the distinct records, okay, let's see. Okay. See. Just a moment. This is one of the common functionality which we will use. Df dot select. Okay. And just give age. Okay, if you want to see only the distant age. Okay, so you will be having many suppose the two people will have the same ages, right? Now you want to see only the distant age. So what are all the unique age values? Okay, then you can see like this. You can see here, this is what the distant age values. Okay, this is what the distant age values. While loading a CSV file, instead of complete file, I want to read randomly few records from CSV. That won't be done, Raj. Okay, because that's no framework will be designed on such a way like randomly reading the few records, because it won't have a in real time and all. If you are reading the random values, then it's of no use. Okay, so randomly it won't do that. Okay, it first, why it will load the data. Once after loading the data, it will completely read the entire data, and it will completely convert that entire data into the data frames. That's it. We cannot randomly read few records from a CSV. Okay, that and all not possible. Okay, that is not possible. Okay, so this is what, if you suppose in your particular data set, if you want to see a column, you can see a column age. In that you have different values keep on repeating 12, 12, 13, 13, all those things. If you want to see only the distinct columns, okay, distinct records, then you need to use this particular, okay, the functionality distinct. Okay, clear, everyone? And I already told you how to just select a particular columns with a particular filtering criteria. Okay, that I already shown you. Okay, I hope that is clear. Okay, so, and other thing is like unique, I have already told you distinct. Okay, so now, how the most important part in your data frames, removing the duplicates. Okay, so the most important part in the real time where you will face, you will have n number of duplicates. You can do that, Raj. Can we display distinct rows? And understand distinct rows of all rows. I didn't understand your question. Distinct rows. You want to display only the distinct records, right? Is that you're telling? Yes, you can do that. But you need to specify the particular column, right? What particular distinct you need to take. So you want to see for a distinct age how many data. Okay, that can be done by using a thing called, you have something called as a row number. Okay, you have something called as row number in SQL. Okay, so you can browse it in internet. You can get it. How to get the distinct values for distinct records. Okay, this will be done by using a ranking function called as row number. You can use even dense rank. You can use even rank. Okay, so all these functionalities, you need same functionalities. Even you can use it in the PySpark to do that. Okay, so that's how you need to do. Okay, the thing is like once you get the data based on the requirement, okay, so you need to do apply these filtrations. Okay, you need to apply all these filtrations. Clear, everyone? I think more if you people are aware of SQL, structured query language, okay, so this you people will be understanding what is mean by row number, okay, so those kind of things, okay. So by using the row number, what we can do, we can take the distinct records and the duplicate records, we can delete it, okay, that we can do it using row numbers. And other thing, even you can do it by using a term called drop duplicates, okay. So that thing, we have something called as how to drop the duplicates. Okay, I told you, right? Pandas. Okay, pandas, I told you. I think people might have listened. Pandas, what is pandas? Data frames in Python. Okay, data frames in Python is called as pandas. Okay, and in PySpark we will call it as data frames. In PySpark we will call it as data frames. Okay, what is the difference between these two? What is the difference between the data frame in PySpark and pandas in Python? What is the difference? Yesterday we have explained this difference to our counterparts in Germany. Okay, even I have told you in the first class what is the difference between pandas data frame. Yes, exactly. Okay, Srija, very good. It's a single system processing that is called pandas. Pandas you can only able to calculate, only you can able to process small data sets. Okay, small data sets. It is not used for processing big data sets. Okay, so but PySpark you can able to process the data in the huge data sets. Why? It's a distributed, right? It's a distributed. So that's how it will happen. Okay, so now using pandas we can able to do it using pandas, or in pandas also we can remove the duplicates, whereas in the PySpark also we can remove the duplicates. Okay, so how we can do it? Okay, so how we can do that? So in pandas also we can do, whereas in this also we can do. Simply we can do it, just give this particular functionality, drop duplicates. Okay, drop duplicates. Even but in this particular data frame we don't have a duplicates. Okay, but just you can give like this. Okay, just give a data frame 2 equal to, okay, df1. From this data frame I am dropping the duplicates. Okay, the duplicates. Just a moment. uh, Dot, you can give count, just give duplicates. I don't think you will have anything, I guess, because in this particular data set you don't have anything called. Just a moment, guys, I will remove this. Just a moment. So this it. It's nothing but no duplicates, no duplicates are there. So that's the reason it didn't mention anything. Okay. So we don't have any duplicates in this. So if you have a duplicates, so if you have a duplicate records, let us see. You have just what you will be doing is, right. I will be sharing this, right. So what you will be doing, just add same record again. Okay, add same record again. Okay, and try to check whether these drop duplicates are working in your machine or not. Okay, clear, everyone? Okay, just give df2 now. Okay, I don't think nothing will be there. Okay, so that's it. Now so everything, because once the data is dropped and it has dropped the duplicates and the remaining data has been given to df2. So before also 500 and now also 500 means we don't have any duplicates in the data set. Okay. Um, I think yes, we have a class tomorrow. I guess. I think they informed me like Saturday we have a class, and because one class has been missed because of the data connectivity. So they informed me like tomorrow also we have a class. Yeah. Okay, so this is what this is what happens in the how to remove the duplicates from a particular data frame. Okay, clear everyone. And one more thing, which is the most important thing, describe. Okay, so what is meant by describe? Just see. Okay, so df1 dot describe. Okay, df1 dot, but this will be mostly used in the machine learning, guys. Okay, uh, to my knowledge it will be used in the machine learning, but we don't use this in what you say, PySpark or big data analytics. We won't use this. Okay, so just see, just a moment. No problem, sir. For me, it's okay. Okay, because one class is missed. If students are okay, then it's not a problem. Uh, that depends, like not a problem, sir. Yeah. Okay. So describe what the describe will do. Just see what the describe will do. Okay, you can see here the describe will give the count, describe will give the mean value, describe will give the min value, describe will give the max value. Okay, so these are all the functionalities which we will use it in the machine learnings mostly. Okay, we will be taking the mean, so based on that only they will forecast the future data. Okay, so these are some of the, this is very important, describe. Okay, but for machine learning, guys, not for PySpark. I never use it in PySpark, this functionality. Okay, clear everyone? Okay, so this is what, and the next most important thing, how to remove the null values in a particular data set. Okay, this is called as, yeah, it is available, sir. Yes, yes, it's available. Because in pandas, I little bit I worked in pandas, sir. Very little bit I worked. Mostly we will have in PySpark, since it is our distributed environment. We have something called as 8 node clusters, all those things. So we didn't work very small kind of use. Like suppose if we have a huge data, if we have a huge file, Parquet file, how to convert it into a CSV? In that case, we will use pandas. So those kind of things we will use pandas, but for data processing, we will use only data frames. Okay, so this is what, and now how to remove the null values. Okay, this is what the most important thing. Okay, in real time as well as in interviews. Okay, so how to remove the null values. Okay, so we have something called as, how to remove the null values means just see df without null. Okay, df without null. So just df1 dot, this is the package which we need to use. Drop na. Okay, drop na dot count. Okay, so what will happen? Drop na will remove all the null values. Okay, drop na is the package which will remove all the null values from your machine. That's it, from your data frame. Okay, but since we don't have it, okay, so just try to create null values and do that, guys. Okay, so if you are facing any issue, I will show you. I will create a null values and I will show you it later. Okay. So try it from your end. Okay. So you can see there is no null values here. Okay. Try to have a null values. Null values, how it looks like. Just think. Just if you don't have a data in here, then it will be a null value. It will be null value. Okay. Mostly in real time, right? You may get the null values, but handling the null values is also a difficult process. But some projects, the data comes in with the filtration. Okay, but in some projects they won't filter the data, they will send you the data. So once, so how you will filter a null, they will ask you what is the process of filtering a null value, how will you progress. So you can tell like, so once I get the CSV file, I will convert that CSV file into the data frame. Once I get the data frame, then I will use drop na package which will remove all the null values from my particular data frame. Okay, and we will get this data frame, we will use it for further processing. Understood, everyone? How to remove the null values from a particular data frame? Guys, you just try, okay, these things, and if you are facing issues, let me know. I will create null values and I will show you how to remove it. Okay, this is very easy thing. Yeah, fill NA, that also we can do it. Yes, exactly. Lot of things, sir. How to handle null values. We have, even we can create for loops and create null values. Sorry, we remove null values. There are a lot of methods to do that, but this is the mostly famously used method in PySpark or Spark with Scala. Okay, fill NA, that also we can do, and you can replace it. Suppose if you have a null value, you can replace that null value with NA. Okay, so anything. So suppose if you have got a null value, you can replace that null value with some other value. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, but it's not right, it's not needed now. If you have a null value, then what is the reason of replacing with mean or median? Null value means we don't get that value. Okay, it's not used. That particular, we don't have a data for that particular value. So in that particular place, there is no need of using mean or median. Okay, uh, yeah, we can do that, but there is no, this kind of operations we won't do it in PySpark, or data processing we won't do that. Yeah. Okay, clear everyone? Handling the null values forms the core of your particular real-time analysis. Okay, clear? Or any doubts? Anyone? So I will share this files. Okay, see, I will share all this. I guess I have something folder. Okay, just a moment. I will show you that folder. Okay, you can have something called as data, I guess. Data. Yeah, this complete folder I will share you. Okay, you have all the kinds of data. You can have custody data, you can have transaction.csv, all those things you have. Okay, and you have something called as employee data. Okay, all this data, you can have us data, you can have sales data. Okay, so okay, try to just perform the operations on this particular things. Okay, so you will get it. Just a moment. Even this also I have lots of data available. You can have transactions. Okay, so this XML data is also there, guys. You can even practice on XML. Okay, and you have Yahoo stocks data. Okay, you have the just JSON data, which I already shared you yesterday, and we have some books data. Okay, so all those things I will share to you. Just to try it out from your end. Okay, I will share it today. By the end of the day, I will share to the my XLR Academy people, so they will upload in the LMS. Okay, clear till this, everyone? Okay, just a moment. Uh, Everyone is comfortable with the workouts, right? Which I'm showing, or you are facing any difficulties while understanding? No, right? Because these are this is the all the simple workouts, and these things only you will be doing in the real time. Okay, that's how we will use data frames. Why? Because whatever kind of data you can easily process using this. Okay, and if you want to find the maximum age of a particular column, right, you can use like this. Okay, aggregate agg is the one which you need to use. Okay, for getting it. Okay, age, and just give max. Okay, just give, it will just show you like what is the maximum age. What is the maximum age in that particular column? 55. Okay, 55 is the maximum age. Okay, okay, so this is what about aggregations. Okay, now one more important thing, how we will group by. Okay, so we can do the group by in two different ways. One group by will convert into pandas, and other will and other without converting into pandas. We can group the data and we can convert it into pandas, and we can group the data without converting into pandas. You can do anything if you want. Okay, you if you convert group by into pandas, then we will call it as a pandas data frame. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, how to do that I will show you. Okay, just we can group it and we can convert it into the pandas. Okay, just see df1 dot group. Okay, group by, just a moment guys, there's some doubt. Okay, yeah, okay, group by, okay, age dot count pandas. Okay, so this is how you need to do. So what will happen, your data frames will be converted into pandas data frame. Okay, so just see, just comment it. I think this is I think you people mostly know the this is how you need to comment the data in Python. Okay, same thing you can use in PySpark. Just see. Okay, dot show. Sorry, I think we cannot use phone because it is pandas. I think something. Just a moment. I will just. No, I think it is unable to. For just a moment, I will try in the different tab. Okay, we'll see here. df1 dot by. Okay, just we will group by age and maybe some functionalities might be missing. Okay, so just you count. Okay, oh, you got it. You can see here it is taking time. Okay, pandas. Okay, this is how the data we have converted our data frame into pandas by grouping. So there are 34 people with age. Sorry, there are 26 people with age 34. There are 18 people with age 12. Okay, so we are grouping the age. Okay, and we are counting how many people are there with the same age. Okay, and we are converting into pandas. Understood? It is taking some time. That's the reason I thought like okay. So this is how what you are doing. You are grouping it and you are counting. So this is how in real time they will be asking you like group the age and get the count. I want to see for a particular department what is the maximum salary. I want to see for a particular department how many male employees are there. Okay, so all these kind of things you can achieve by using this group by. Okay, so but after doing the group by, you can convert it into pandas, or without converting into the pandas also you can able to do. So how we can do it without able to converting into pandas? Simple thing, just remove two pandas. Okay, just give group by. Okay, but here you need to give caps b. Okay, group by age dot count dot just give show. That's it. This is nothing but our PySpark data frame. Okay, you can see here this is a PySpark data frame and this is pandas data frame. Understood? Means this is the functionality, okay, which is available. Okay, once you get the group by, you can convert it into the pandas data frame if your data set is small. Okay, but if your data set is large, then obviously you need to go for PySpark. Understood, everyone? Clear, right? Any doubts? You can use replace. Okay, just use replace functionality and you can replace age 20 with that. You can do that. Try it from your end. Okay, those are all the simple functionalities which is available. So replace is the functionality which is used to replace a particular value. Even it will replace null value with another value. Okay, try it from your end. Okay, and if you face any issues, let me know. I will show it for you. Okay, clear, everyone? Understood? Lot of functionalities. Okay, yeah, min max functions are always inbuilt. Okay, even in SQL we have inbuilt functionalities, min functionality, max functionality. Okay, so count. Okay, so all these are on ranking, row number. Okay, and dense rank. Okay, and count, all these are inbuilt in SQL as well as in the Spark also. Okay, and even you have something called as pivot table. Anyone know what is meant by pivot table? This is the common question for interview we will be asking, right, in freshers. So what is meant by pivot table? Any idea? Anyone came across this pivot table? In banking, they will be using this pivot table. Yes, pivot, P-I-V-O-T. Yes, exactly. What is the use of that? No, don't know. Pivot table is nothing but, okay, if you want to convert a particular row into the column, then we can use pivot table. Okay, so if in interviews how they will ask, right, they will be giving a column. Okay, so I have a particular row. Okay, so I want to convert it into a column. Okay, I want to convert the row into a column. How you will do that? Just use pivot table. It will be converted into the column. Okay, it's a common question, guys. It's a simple question. Okay, so just go through it, pivot table. But in real time you won't be using that, but in interviews they will be asking. Okay, got it, right? What is meant by pivot table? So these are all some of the interviews for freshers. Okay, very simple interview questions only we will be asking them. Okay, so this is what about this. Okay, the functionalities in Spark. Even we will have a lot of things. Okay, yes, exactly. Okay, if I use it to transform rows to columns and vice versa, anything you can do. But the thing is, like in the under the pivot table, you will be writing your query. Okay, so don't worry, guys. We will see other transformations also how we can do it. Okay, but this is for all the basic transformations which I am going to explain you. Okay, so and we will see it. Okay, I will try to get some bigger data sets and I will show you. Okay, since we have what is the cluster configuration here? We have 15.25 GB, right? So we can do it. Okay, some big data sets I will try to get out and I will show you. Okay, now one more important thing: how to use the join. Okay, how to use the join in your particular data frames. Okay, just to see, I have already placed one more data set. Okay, which we will call it as, okay, let's see this data. Just a moment, sorry. You can see here gender. Okay, just I added the gender. Okay, so if you open that particular file, I think you have something called as only 4 columns will be there, and in that one is the gender. Okay, you can see here gender. You can see I added this column, that's it. We have in US data we have no gender, but here I have added this gender. Okay, now we can club this both tables by using join operator. Okay, how to join both data frames? Okay, how to join the data frame, the syntax I will be telling to you now. Okay, I will be adding the data frames. Okay. So just a moment, guys. Everyone is understanding, right? What I'm explaining. I'm going from basic level only. I'm explaining. I'm not going to the high end levels. Okay, because this is the initial stages, right? That's why. Okay. So hope everyone is understanding this. Okay. Okay, so now how to join? Just you have something called as gender. So just convert it into the data frame. How to convert it that particular US underscore gender to the data frame? Use data source API. Why we are using data source API? We have data as well as we have schema. Okay, so this is how spark.read.csv. Just give the file path. Okay, DBFS. What is DBFS, guys? What is the full form? What is the full form of DBFS? Can anyone answer that? What is the full form of DBFS? That's forgotten. Okay, just a moment. Databricks file system. Okay, it's a Databricks file system. Okay, so why I'm using? We are placing the data in Databricks file system. That's the reason we are using DBFS. If you are keeping the data in Hadoop distributed file system, you need to use HDFS. If you are keeping the data in local file system, you need to use just file. Okay, local file system. Understood, right, everyone? Okay. So don't forget it, guys. This is very important. Okay. So basic thing you need to know while practicing in PySpark. Okay. Okay. Infer schema equal to true. Okay. Just give just a moment. End. Okay. So my data frame is ready. My df2 is ready. Okay. Just to see df2 dot show. Okay. Let's give df2 dot show, and you can see the data frame is getting ready. Okay. What is that? Why it is getting all the things? Sorry. Yes, data underscore gender. Okay. This is what the file I need to create the data frame. Now see. Got it? The new data frame. Okay, df1 is the data frame which is having the values except gender, and df2 is having the value gender. Gender is the new column. Okay. So now how to join the two data frames? Okay, guys, this is the most important thing. Okay. So in your real time, you won't get the data in a single file. You will be getting the data in the multiple files. Okay. So how to do that? Okay, how to do that if you are getting a multiple files? Understood, everyone, till now? What I did, I have created a new data frame, and after creating the new data frame, I am going to combine those two data frames. Okay. So just give, okay, df1 dot, I am joining this first data frame with second data frame. That's it. Okay. df2, any questions? df2. Okay. So and then just what is the thing? I will just check whether my particular first name, just I will combine the first name and last first name in the df1 and with first name in the df2. Okay. So these are all the things which is common in both the tables. Okay. will just explain you. Once this is done, I will explain you. Just a moment. Something I think I have. Give one more question. Give the question. Analysis. Oh, okay. That's it. Okay. So one right. So last name is okay. I think it is not there. Okay. So now see. Now see. You will get it. So you got it. Okay. You can see here you got the null value. Okay. So what it will happen? It will just check what are all the because since we have clubbed both the data frames, right? So what it will do? It will go to the first record. So what are all the first names same? It will just take the data which is common in both the data frames. In both the data frames, first name it will match whether the first name is matching with the data frame to first name. So if it is matches, that particular age and gender will be given. Okay, into this. So when you apply a join, what will happen? It will apply the inner join. Okay, it will apply the inner join. Okay. So what will happen? Inner join will update. So what will happen? Every all the data. Okay, so it will be keep on checking with the data, and that particular it will check with the df1 what is the first name, df2 what is the first name. If both the first names are matching, then that particular data only it will be given. Okay, you can see here that particular data. So this is how you need to join. Okay, you need to use the join join things. Okay, and if you want to use order by, okay, you can able to, if you want to see the, if you want to use the order by in your particular data frame, just give df1 dot order by. Okay, just give order by and just give age. Okay, so just see. Just we will I think it is taking some time. Okay, so it is taking some time. Okay, so this is how, guys. Just a moment. Just it will show you. What will happen? What is happening? I think it is taking some time to. Just a moment. Maybe it is taking the. Oh, sorry. Thank you. I missed the show. Okay. You can see the age. You can see here now. It is 777 and 888. So it will take least value and it will start increasing order. Okay. So that's how it will go. Okay. Just we are ordering the data based on the age. Okay. By giving order by age. Okay. So that's how we can do it, guys. Okay. And now we can also do some other thing called, if you want to do some calculation in the particular column, you need to use with column. This is very, very important, but I'm not sure is this the question will come to the pressure. Okay. Why? Because this is the most asked for experienced people. So how you will do the calculation on a particular column? Use with column. Okay. So use with column. Just give df1 dot. Okay. So what you are going to do? Yeah, you are adding every data in the particular age with 10. Okay. And just give show. Just give show. Okay. So what it will take? It will go to the particular age. Okay. So sorry. Just we will comment this and just we will show. Okay. You can see here everything will be added by 10. Okay. So everything is added by 10. You can see here 10. Or else, if you want to see the exact thing, just see 100. Okay. Just see next give 100. So each and every value in the particular column, each and every value in the age column has been added with a value 10. You can see every value is added with 10, and the rest of the columns is not having any changes. If you want to have a change in a particular column, then you need to use with column. Okay. And other thing, if you want to change the value, existing value, you can go for with column. At the same time, if you want to add a new column, then also you can do this. If you want to add a new column, So I am creating a data frame. I'm creating a data frame df3. And what is this df3? It will have a extra column. Okay, it will have an extra column. Okay, called as age underscore century. Okay, so age underscore century. So what I am going to do in that particular column is, okay, df1. Okay, what is the I will take the data frame one. In that particular, I will take the age column and I will multiply with 5. That's it. Okay, and I multiply with 5. Now see. Okay, okay, just a moment. I will just this. I will comment this. Now see it. Okay, you will be getting a, you can see here in the end of that, you will be getting 8th century. So in this data frame df3, I got a new column. That new column is nothing but age underscore century. So in df1, I don't have, in df1, I have only age. An extra column in a data frame, you can do by giving with column. Okay, so what the with column will do, with column will add a new column. Okay, and in that new column, what are all the values it will keep? Okay, it will take each and every value in a particular range and it will multiply by 5 and it will keep it in the age section. Understood everyone how to use with column for modifying a particular column value? What action do we take? Understand your question. For modifying a particular, clear, right everyone? This is the one. Yeah, that's what I showed you, right? With column. Okay, you can use with column. So with column is the functionality, guys. If you want to have something called as suppose, see one requirement what we worked, right? See, they asked us to process the data and they want to keep the data in the HBase. HBase is nothing but a NoSQL database. Okay, but the thing is, like in HBase, whatever the data, if you want to insert from Spark to HBase, we can do by using a unique value. Okay, you can do by using a unique value called as row key. We will call it as a row key. Okay, so that will be like 1 2 3 4 like that. So based on that, we need to, so what we have to do, so we have created a data frame and we have created an extra column. And how the extra column will be, it will be have the consecutive values 1 2 3 4. So based on that row, that particular last value, right, 1 2 3 4, we have started exporting into HBase. Okay, so that's how the with column comes into picture. And sometimes they will be telling like create a new column. I want a new column, and that new column must have the combined sales of 2010 and 2011. Okay, so how we will do that? So we will add a with column and we will create a new column, and in that new column, like this, we will add the 2 particular sales. Understood everyone? Got it? Clear? It's a kind, nothing but concatenation and doing and keeping the data in the same way. Okay, clear? Understood everyone? Yeah, you can do that. What you say, Srija? You can use replace. Okay, you can use replace for a particular value James, for a particular column James. Okay, like first name James and replace the age with a particular value. You can do that. Okay, you can even do that. In SQL, you can simply use update, but here you can do number. You can do whatever things you want. Replace all those things. But what are you doing? What are you doing, Srija? Is this a database or is this a file system? What we are working? We are working on a database or we are working on a file system? We are working on file system, Srija. Is this a file system or database? What is this? This is file system. That's what, right? Whatever we are doing, okay, just think what we are doing, okay? So we are doing the processing on file system, not database. Okay, it looks like a database, but it is not a file system. So it looks like a database, but it is not a database. It's a file system. Okay, why I'm telling this, right? File system is something like, okay, read many, write ones. If you write the data one, you must not modify it. Clear, everyone? Guys, in this anything, whatever the transactions, whatever the transformations I have did I modify the data? Did I modify the data? What I did, I created a data frames. I am filtering the data. Okay, I am filtering the data and I am replacing only null values. Okay. If a null is there, I'm replacing with other value. Okay. So why I'm telling this now? In file system, you must not update again and again. Okay. That's why we will call the file system as read many, write once. Once you can read n number of times, but you can write only one time. Okay. Understood, everyone? Guys, we are working on file system, not on database. This is the common mistake everyone will do in interviews. They will ask, okay, so is a Spark works on the database or file system? Okay, we are working on file system, guys. If you have a data in database, it is very, very easy to process. But that's the problem, right? A database can handle only some part of the data. It can't handle huge amounts of data. Okay. So that's the reason we are placing the data in file system and we are utilizing Spark and processing it. Okay. So now that's the reason updations are easily done on database. Yes, Rija. Updations are easily done on the database. Okay. So simple. Let us take, okay. See, I will show you one thing. So you got the doubt, right? So just I will show, this is for everyone. Okay. How to update a value? Just I will show you. Maybe most of the people, students might have not known this. Just how to can think cluster might have been down, guys. Okay, like how we can do it, just I will tell you. Okay. Suppose just a moment, I think the cluster is down. Just a moment, it is not logging in. Okay, see, you have a data. Okay, let us assume you have something called as serial number. Okay, name, salary. Okay, and something called as date. Okay, date. Okay, and let's say this is the ID. This is the ID of your particular company. Now the data is like this one. Okay, so Pawan. Okay, salary is something like 40, and the date is nothing like just assume. Okay, 01/01/2020. Okay, now two we have Kalyan. Okay, 1000. Okay. So just take the value is 02/02/2020. Okay. Now the thing is you want to update the salary of a Pawan to 80,000. Okay. Now if you want to update a salary of a Pawan to 80,000. Okay. So how you can do that? Update. What is, let us assume the name of the table name is customer. The customer table. This is the table name. Okay. This is the table name. So how you will do it? Just anyway, I will show you tomorrow also. In database, I will try to show you. Update table name. What is the table name? Customer. Okay. Set salary equal to 80,000 and where ID equal to 1. So this is how you will be modifying the record. So once this is executed, once you give enter, what will happen? This particular data will be changed to 80,000. Understood, everyone? This is the query to update the data in your database. Okay. Understood? Yeah, modifies. If time permits, yeah, I will explain you, Sureka. Okay, aggregate by key, distribute by key. I will explain you. Don't worry. We will have ample time for it. So I will explain all the keys. Okay, don't worry. Okay. So nothing aggregate by will aggregate all the values based on the keys. That's it. But anyway, I will show you with an example. Okay. Clear, everyone? Okay, this is how you need to update the value. But where we are doing this, guys? We are doing this in database. But in database, the data will be in structured format and it is very easy to do the updates. But can we do this updates? Can we do these updates in HDFS or how do we? This is the question. Okay, can we do the updates in HDFS or how do we? What is HDFS? It's a database or file system. It's a file system, right? So Can you update the data in a file system? I told you guys, I guess I have told you, okay? Uh, there is a way to do this, okay? There is a way to do this, okay? Guys, that is why I told you we can able to update the data in HDFS through Hive, okay? Through Hive. Through Hive framework, which is one of the framework in HD in Hadoop. Okay, so what we can do, we can update the data. We can update the data in HDFS through a property called ACID properties. Okay, we need to set this ACID properties, and once the ACID properties is set, okay, we can update a Hive table. Okay, this can be done in Hadoop framework. Okay, but it is on advanced version. For Hive version, greater than 0.15. Okay, for Hive version which is more than 0.14, then only this particular ACID properties we can use it. Okay, so in file system also we can update the data, but that is available only on Hive. Okay, only on Hive. Yes, sir. Data frame is immutable, sir. We cannot change the data frames, but I'm telling in Hive, Hive is also a framework which works on top of HDFS, okay, and it works on MapReduce, okay. So nothing but we can do, because mostly 90% of the banking projects will use only Hive. They won't use Spark. Spark they will use for only small transformations, but for keeping the data they will use in Hive, okay. And what is the main purpose of using Hive? Okay, the main purpose of using Hive is similar to database. It's a similar to database, but it's not a database. It's a SQL kind of framework. Okay, this particular Hive will provide a SQL kind of framework on top of HDFS file system. Srija, we can't do that much easily on file systems. It is very difficult. That's what, right? See, on a system, you have written a data. Can you do it? Can you update it? It's very difficult. But that came in Hive. Okay, they have introduced Hive, and that's the reason mostly banking projects are using Hive. Why? Because in Hive, you can place huge amount of data. At the same time, you can process huge amounts of data, and you can even do the updations, deletions, insertions in the Hive. And I told you yesterday one format. You remember ORC format. Okay, optimized row column. Hive is not a database. It's not a data warehouse. It's a framework. Okay, which is a kind of SQL framework which works on top of HDFS. Okay, clear? Okay, so whatever you do in Hive, it will get the reflections in HDFS. Okay, so simple. Okay. Anyway, I will show you. Okay, anyway, I will show you tomorrow. Okay, how the Hive looks like. Okay, I will show you a glimpse of it, how the Hive looks like. Okay, so I told you, right? Can we do the update in HDFS? Yes, we can do by using the Hive framework. Okay, using the Hive framework, you can update the data in HDFS. Okay, that is available with versions greater than 0.1. Okay, and the most important thing, that particular table must be in ORC format. Okay, I told you yesterday, right? Some serialized file formats. Okay, I told you Avro, I told you Parquet. Okay, I told you ORC. Okay, so now I will tell you when you will use ORC. If you are going for a banking domain, and if your production table must be ready for updations, deletions, and all those things, then that table must be in ORC format. Okay. And if you have a production table, the only purpose of the production table is you need to retrieve the data fast retrieval of data. Then you can put your production table in Parquet file format. Okay, Avro, that I will tell you later. Okay, so they will ask you, my data. See, I have a use case. Okay, this kind of questions will come in product-based interviews. Like, remember the name which I got this question. Not Deloitte. Okay, I forgot. Verizon. Okay, Verizon is the company asked this question. Okay, like I have a table. Okay, so I kept the data in ORC. So what is the main use of keeping the data in ORC? Okay, then it's something like it's ready for updates. Okay, so I kept the data in Parquet file format. Can I update the data in that particular table? No, you cannot update the data on a table which is in Parquet file format. Okay, Clear? I will show you. Don't worry. Yeah, it's a serialized data, sir. Avro, Parquet, ORC. RC is also there, but we won't use RC. We will use only ORC. And ORC is mostly used in banking domains. Okay. Only all the most of the, if a particular table is in ORC format, then you can able to easily guess that is the table which they will be doing updations. Okay. Suppose let us see there is a transaction happened. Okay. Transaction with ID. Okay, 211. Okay, transaction 211. Okay, and what happened? What is the transaction? They have withdrawn amount 20,000. Okay, but what you say? They went to ATM and they withdrawn something called as 5,000. Okay, but the money got debited, but the money you didn't got the money. Okay, so the thing is, this is a failed transaction. Okay, it's a failed transaction. So, okay, so you will be then what will happen? Banking will immediately identify this is a failed transaction, and what they will do? So it will on the balance for this particular transaction. Suppose if you have 50,000, since 5,000 has been debited, your account balance will be 45,000. It will show. Now what they will do? They will update this transaction ID with 50,000. Okay, and they will make it a success, and they will return the money back to your account. This is where they will be doing in the backend. Okay. So on a particular transaction, you are doing the update. This can be possible only if that particular transaction is in WhatsApp format. Clear, guys, everyone? Yeah, that will revoke the transaction. Revoke and all this will that will happen in database, sir, but in a file system, not that much easy. Okay. In database and all, you can easily do that. Revoke, grant, permissions, all those things we can do. But in file system, there is a difficulties in do that because the structure architecture itself won't allow to do that much easily if you are updating the data. Okay, understood everyone, right? So this is what about guys. Okay, so if you want to do it, this is what you need to do. Okay, clear everyone, understood, or any doubts? Okay, so if you want to update it, okay, that's why I'm telling you, you are working on particular data frames, right? So the thing is, if you are working on a data frame, don't go for updates. Okay, because this kind of data they will ask you, can you update the data in a data frame? No, you cannot update it. Why? Because the data is present in the file system, right? How you can update? That's how, guys. Okay. So understood, everyone? Clear with this? Okay. What are all the things which we have did in this data frames? Okay. These are all the basic things. Anyway, we have a lot other things to cover. Okay. It's nothing but fine. This you basic things you understood, right? How to create a data frame and how to select the data, how to filter the data, how to add a new column. Okay. How to filter it for a greater than particular age. Okay. How to join two data frames. Okay. If you are clear with this, then rest of the things are very easy. Just applying the transformations and getting the data. Okay. Clear, everyone? Understood this? Till this, everyone is clear? Or any doubts? Let me know. Okay. So this is what about data frames. Okay. Since we will cover some other things. Okay. How to write the data from a data frame to the DBFS. Now we have taken the data from the DBFS and we are processing the data. Now the thing is how we can able to put this output data into output data into the DBFS. That I will tell you guys. Okay. For that we need to see some other transformations and all. I will tell you that how we can do that. Okay. So and so with this, mostly I have taken most of the concepts I have because in data frames we don't have much concepts, guys. Okay, we don't have much concepts in the data frames. Okay, so just a moment. We don't have a thing is very simple concepts only, and just how we were applying the transformations, all those things. In Spark with Scala, you have some different concepts. I told you, right? How to convert a data frame into how to convert an RTD into data frame, case class, and struct type. Okay, and we have something called as a replace or create temp view. And once after creating it into the SQL table, how we will do that is some different concepts are there in Spark with Scala. But with PySpark, we don't have much concepts, guys. It's just a data frame and just how the functionalities we are going to do it in the data frame. Okay. Anyway, I will check. Is there any other things which you may get it? Okay. We will see that also. Okay. Clear till this, everyone? Understood? Or any doubts? Can we go to next topic? Okay. Yes, right. So, guys, we are going to the next topic. which is the one of the most important topic for interviews. Okay, accumulators and broadcast. Okay, accumulators and broadcast variables. So again, I will put you what are all the topic. It's a simple. Don't worry, it's very simple. Okay, so just an accumulator and broadcast. Okay. So, and I told you, right? See, suppose if we have a, okay, so I will show you tomorrow. I think I will cover this and I will show you. So, first we will see what is meant by accumulator and what is meant by broadcast, guys. Okay. So, accumulator. So, first we will check broadcast. So, what is a broadcast and broadcast variables and why I will not telling, right? Both will look similar. Okay, both will look similar. Broadcast variables. Okay, what is a broadcast variable? So the broadcast variable is something called as a shared variable. We will call this as a shared variable. Okay, so we will call this as a shared variable. So guys, what I told you, right? We can put something in cache. What are all the things we can keep it in the cache? What are all the things we can keep it in the cache? RDDs and data frames, right? I told you, right? We can cache an RDD and we can even data frame also we can cache it. Okay. So the thing is, what we are doing, we are keeping the entire data into a RAM, random access memory. That is called caching. Okay. This we can keep RDDs at the same time. We can keep data frames at the same time. We can also keep variable in cache. Okay. So what are all the variables we can keep in cache? That is called as broadcast variable. Broadcast variables allows the programmers. So, okay, what they will allow? They will just allow a read-only variable and they will cache it in a particular machine. Okay. So, how to do that? Okay, how to do the broadcasting? Okay. So, just see. One moment. Where is this? Okay. I will show you. Just create a particular broadcast. Broadcast underscore v. Let's take this is the broadcast variable. Okay. Now what I'm doing, you need to you can broadcast a variable using sc.broadcast. Okay. So what will happen here? 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So what this a particular broadcast variable is created and that variable is having this particular values in it. Okay. Just a moment, guys. It is taking some time. I will tell you in real time where we will use the broadcast and all. I will tell you. Okay. Okay, maybe the cluster. Why is so much of time? We didn't use it. Yeah, it's done, right? Very fast, but why is it taking? Yeah, it's done. Okay. So the thing is, we have created a broadcast variable, and what is the broadcast variable? We have created a broadcast variable with values 1, 2, 3, and whenever that variable is broadcasted, that will be there in your cache. So whenever your data is there in your cache, it can be shared across the cluster. This variable can be used across the cluster of that particular big data environment. Okay. Now see what are all the values present inside this broadcast. Just broadcast underscore v. How to see that dot value? Okay. How to see that dot value? Just you can see what are all the values present in this particular broadcast variable 1, 2, 3. So this can be used across the cluster. You can use anywhere. Okay. Instead of using RDDs, even you can create a variable and that variable you can use across your programming in across the cluster. Okay. Now see, just check what is the type of the broadcast. Okay. Type of the broadcast. Just what is the type? You can see what is the type, guys. Understood? This is a broadcasted variable. And whenever I told you it is a broadcasted variable, where it will get saved? Where it will save? Whenever we create a broadcast, caching, right? So the data will get saved in the caching. So once your work is done, okay. So I already told you. So whenever you use a broadcast variable, okay, what will happen means it will utilize some part of the RAM, but you need to efficiently utilize the RAM, right? So in that case, what you need to do, you need to remove once your data is done, once your data processing is done, you can remove the particular broadcast from the particular which we will call it as a cache. And how we can do that? By using unpersist. Okay, unpersist will remove the. We will see, guys, what is unpersist, what is persist. It's a very big topic. Okay, we will see those things. Unpersist. Okay, memory levels also still we need to take out. We need to cover it. Okay, we will see that broadcast underscore with dot unpersist. Okay, just if you click clear. So what will happen? Once you created this broadcast, it is saved in the particular RAM. So once your data is done, then you need to remove that particular variable from the RAM. So in order to remove the variable from the RAM, you can use unpersist. Okay, this will remove the data from the memory. Okay, clear. This is how you need to efficiently utilize your memory. So this is what is called as broadcast variable. Simply, broadcast variable is nothing but a shared variable. Okay, so and that shared variable, once you broadcast it, you can use that variable across the cluster. Okay, any programming you can use it. Okay, so suppose if you have a huge data set, right, then you can broadcast your variables and you can use it. Okay, clear everyone? Understood everyone? Okay, so on broadcast, where you will use the broadcast, guys? Okay, yeah, it's a kind of global variable, sir. But in this environment, why we are specially what you say discussing about these two things means here, guys, the main reason of using accumulator, and this is the most important thing. Okay, because if anyone goes for any research, right, you can tell this. Okay, so accumulator of broadcast will not create shuffling. Okay, the thing is, similar data will be moved to the single system without shuffling if you use accumulator and broadcast. Mainly accumulator. If you use accumulator, similar data can be moved to the single system without broadcasting, without, sorry, shuffling, without okay, without shuffling. Okay, this is the main use of accumulator. It won't create shuffles. It will just move the data. That's it. Without creating shuffling, it will move the data. How it will do that? We will see it. Okay, that will be a big. Okay, it will take at least 20 minutes to explain that, guys. Okay, so anyway, we will see it on Monday. Okay, because it's something I need to explain from basics. Okay, for the people who are going for research, right, that will help you. Okay, it's not like a single question, single answer. Accumulator will just accumulate in a single sentence. You just accumulates the data. That's it. But why you are using for accumulator? For accumulating, you have map, you have flat map, you have reduced by many things are there, right? Then why are you using accumulator? For accumulating, I told you, for clubbing it, for consolidating, definitely what will happen? Shuffling need to happen. That's what I told you, right? In order to club the data, what is needed, guys? Reduce by key or any group by. So that particular white transformations are needed, right? So it will create shuffling. So once the shuffling is created, performance wise it will degrade. So that's the thing. In order to avoid the shuffling, in order to do the, but you need to avoid the shuffling, you need to do the consolidation. In that particular point, you can use accumulator. Okay, and accumulator is mainly used for data processing, removing the error records. This is only, you can't get this in anywhere in internet. Okay, why? Because we will use accumulator in real time for removing the error records from a file. What is error records? Suppose you have a file. Normally that file is having 5 columns. Okay, so 1 comma comma something called as area CTS. Okay, comma pin code 0010. Okay, this is the schema. We have five columns. Okay, we have 5 columns and we have got the 5 columns in the particular file. So this is termed as good record. Good record. What is a bad record? Two. Okay, Mahesh, Hyderabad, and we have got only this like this. Okay, TCS. That's it. You have got, so how many records we have got? How many fields we have got? Only 4 fields. We didn't got 5 fields. 5 fields can be termed as a good record, but we didn't got the 5 fields. One schema is missing. So this will be called it as a bad record. So the thing is, you need to remove all the bad records from your processing. So we need to remove all the bad records from the processing. So for removing that bad records and accumulating the bad records into one place, we will use accumulator. Okay. Here, understood everyone why we are using accumulator in the real-time scenario? We will use for only erroring out the error records. That's guys. Okay. Okay. So, and if you want to, I will explain you. Okay, very clearly, but that will take more time. Okay, that will take more time. It will take at least. Insert Spark into if you can't able to create cluster, right? The thing is like you have did in your laptop. Your laptop is a single core machine, so you cannot create a cluster. That's the problem. It's a single node cluster. You can call it like a single node cluster. That's it. Right. Okay. So that's why you can work it out on Databricks. Okay. And even you can work it out on GCP, Google Cloud Platform. You will have 3 node cluster. Okay. Clear? Right. So this is how, guys. This is how we will be doing in the. Yeah, we will use the accumulator in the real-time analysis. It's a kind of data filtering. Okay. Clear? Understood, everyone? Okay. So guys, that's it for today. Okay, because we will see accumulator in detail maybe tomorrow. Okay, if everyone is okay with that, then we will have tomorrow. Yes, we will have on Monday. Just I think XLR people will inform me whether we have tomorrow or not. Okay. So I hope till this everything is clear, and I will share all the documents today. Okay, because since I will be having a free time, so I will be sharing the rest of the documents. Okay, so you can go through it. Okay, and you can come back to me on the next class so that I can tell you if you are having any issues. Got it, guys? Clear, everyone? I hope today's session is good for you. Okay, so it is explain. You can able to understand whatever the concepts I have told today. Okay, just go to it. Just try to work it out the concepts and let me know guys if you have any issues. Okay. Clear, and if you don't have doubts, then we can find it out. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, thanks for the appreciation. Okay, so guys, take care, take rest, be safe. Okay, and we will meet you tomorrow. Okay, if you have class tomorrow, we will meet tomorrow else on Monday. Anything. Take care, guys. Bye.